to lay some plastic here, and several people have asked how you lay plastic and what's the purpose of it, so I'm going to explain that.
Okay.
So, first off, the purpose of the plastic and the drip tape up there is, well, when you lay it like we do, it's for weed, keep the weeds down some, and give you a better bed, because this builds a bed up to plant, so it's better ground, and then we run water through the drip tape. Not everybody does that. Some people just lay the plastic flat on the ground nearby, just to keep the weed prevention, help with that. But so the way this works though is up here on the front. Our machine, we've had it for several years.
How long have you had it?
About 14 years, I believe.
Do you remember getting it?
I remember not having it very shortly, but I was a little too young to remember actually getting it. I remember us planting without it though, one summer, so I remember. Had tomato rows when we built the bed up, and then we laid a flat bed. But like I said, these blades up here, they build the bed. They grab the dirt, and usually we don't plant this way. Usually we'll disc regular and get good plow ground, and sometimes we use a turn plow, but last year we didn't. But this year we're just trying something new. We threw those beds up, and since we treat our middles after we lay our plastic, so maybe we can get by, not spending as much money, because pulling that disc, this tractor, it burns a little bit of fuel.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get by if we save a little money while we're making as much money with the crop. We're making money.
That's right.
So try and make as much money as possible. So like I said, these beds, this bed builder on it builds the bed up. And then your drip tape, it runs up under the bed, so it's in the bed. And then your plastic here unrolls on the rollers. The wheels pull it down, tighten it up, and the pans here, they throw dirt on the side. And we'll have to start the row, stand on the end of the row to start it, and we'll cut it at the end of the row to finish the row up. And we might have to shovel some places, and we'll shovel the ends to hold it down. But we have added some things, like today we freshly added, newest addition. We added some sucker rod right there, and we welded it to the tubing right there. We had these weights, so we put those weights on it, because that's 200 pounds, and Dad and I was talking earlier, and he was like, we didn't have enough people to do a good job.
Used to, the boys would stand.
That's what I'm getting at. Usually, if you want to do it good, do it right the first time, and not have to shovel as much. You need a man in a tractor, you need one on each side, and you need a man starting the rows. Most of the time we would be back here with two people, or one's having to start the row, and we'd go up anywhere 30, 50 foot, and they have to catch back up. And so that first 50 foot of the road, there ain't as much dirt falling on, so we have to come back and shovel and all. So we was talking, we was like, so we have those weights, and let's go weld something to it real quick. And we finally did it after years of talking about it. It's funny, and
because we've run out of
hands, basically. We're short-handed, but that's just the way we are nowadays.
That's right.
And like I said, that's 200 pounds, and that's what I was talking to me and Al. Heck, we only weigh 150 pounds, so that's better off anyways.
That's right.
So hopefully that works out good. Only problem is, if we want to adjust anything, we got to take them off first.
Yeah.
And then you can adjust all that. Like I said, it's been used, as you can tell. And then there's a fertilizer hopper right here. We put the fertilizer in, it puts fertilizer out. We bought that, this will be our third summer using it. So we used to put the fertilizer out by hand at one point, but then we got where we did so much, and we were so short-handed again, we get a hopper, fertilizer buggy from our fertilizer store, chemical store, Helena. And then we do that, and then we come back and lay it. But sometimes you're losing fertilizer between rows when it's bouncing up and down. You lose fertilizer, and sometimes you stop it too late and you lose some, or start it early and lose some. But you gotta make sure the end's good. So we finally bought us one That way we're saving money on the fuel we're having to spend. And when we put that fertilizer out first, we gotta put a fur in it. Well, our middle buster makes a little fur and we have to pour it in there. So that's 2 trips that we save with this. Now we only gotta make 1 pass. We ain't gotta come back. We ain't gotta go down it 3 times at least. That's if we're not throwing a bed up beforehand. So really it's paid for itself, and it's putting out the correct amount, and you're not wasting nearly as much. Really, you don't waste much at all. Only time you waste some, the man on the tractor don't turn it off, but we ain't had that problem yet. Cross the fingers.
Yeah.
And so it came with this this wheel right here, and it turned when you go. It's a good thought. It turned on the dirt, but our experience the first year, the dirt get built up in here, and it throw this chain off on the inside of it. So then we had to take all this off, and that thing has set screws holding it right there. If you have any experience with that, you know that ain't no fun dealing with those. And so, not this past winter, but the winter before last summer, we added on this hydraulic pump right here, or this hydraulic motor, I guess you call it. We just run it with hydraulic lines on the tractor. You just turn it on by yourself now. And we had it on, we had a first problem since, thank God. And that puts out the fertilizer, and then oh yeah, we also, that wheel down there, it makes it I guess it's the nicest thing about the machine. The reason they cost so much.
Wheel?
Yeah. So it has sensors on in there, inside of it, and it connects to the PTO, and then the wires connect. You can connect them to your battery, but we just connect them to our starter. All you need is a hot and a ground. So what it is, when that thing we're going on, we don't have any flat ground. Let me say that. We farm hills on it. Makes no sense because we're right between 2 creeks. I don't know how it's all hills, but so we're going around those hills. We got curving to keep it from washing us back and keeping just losing all kind of dirt, washing topsoil away. So like I said, this thing when you're going around it, the gravity pulls it one way. It has a hydraulic cylinder up here. It has this hydraulic cylinder right here, and it adjusts the machine that way to get a better curve on it, to keep the plastic in the bed all consistent. So she ain't perfect, but she's been used and she's been good for us. But,
Amen.
that's about all there is to it. Little things here and there. Like I said, we used to not have fertilizer bin on there, nor that. Over here, like right here, the tape just rolls off of it. And for like tomatoes, we put 2 rolls of tape down, because tomatoes take more water. But everything else, we just put one line of tape for every row. But that's about it. Y'all about to see her in action. Talk to her. And not least, I don't know how I forgot. We got our road markers right here. As you can tell, it's not supposed to be bent. But when they're up that high, sometimes they fall down by themselves. And so we used them at first. We didn't use them at first when we used to put our fertilizer out beforehand, because we could lay it off. Daddy'd lay the rows off most of the time, so he could eye it, get them all consistent. But we started using them at first with these when we put our fertilizer bin on, because this would be the first pass with a freshly plowed field. So you drop them down, and you just line your tire up accordingly. And then we started laying with this monster right here. Now all you gotta do with this one is line your tires up, everything except turn row for watermelons, and you just gotta have a man in there. Not really, because Luke drives it most times, so I don't get so. Talk to him.